So it is something to do with the stream. Joy. When I said it's something to do with the stream, I mean I had it just up and it was working fine, and I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. This is working. No problem, no problem. And then it just disappeared. It's crashed. Oh dear. What doesn't the Java Virtual Machine like? Oh no. So it's something. Can't possibly be feeding it too many polygons, can I? Too many polygons that limit on the virtual machine might be. Doubt it very much, but possibility. Let's just do this now. So I don't see how. What if I just do this instead? This will demonstrate whether it is or not. So it is. No, it's not. Okay. Problematic frame. Well then. Hmm. Tell you what I could do. Maybe because I could do a bit of memory management. And what I could do is I could change the font so... Oh god. Don't care. I could change it so the... Actually, I have Fraps open. Maybe it's to do with that as well. What was I going to say? Can't remember. Oh, that's it. Efficiency. I could change the font so it works off an index system. So instead of actually generating the text, every single letter is generated, and then it works with indexes. That would be... works with indices, rather. That would work much... that would be a million times more efficient. But I guess it doesn't hurt. How often do I stream? Not very. I'd like to stream more often, but I just... I don't know, I just start streaming occasionally and really enjoy streaming, and then I'll go through a session where I'll just stream a lot over the week or whatever, and then I just won't come back to it for a month or so. I'm really inconsistent with it. I'm thinking maybe changing Friday and Saturday to a streaming day. So I'll do this sort of development stream on Saturdays, because I program anyway, so there's no reason why I shouldn't stream it, really. Well, I guess, given the error which just came up there is a reason, but... it's not... it could be worth... so... generates... So we could add the font hold. I can't remember. I was just talking about stream. Yeah, I think, and then I could change Friday into a just games day. Although I don't know what game I want to stream. The game I play most is TF2, and I don't think TF2 would be that good streaming content. I've streamed it a couple times, I think, and yeah, don't know how good streaming content wise it would be. Where's my font? Ah. So So yeah, I could do that. This returns an array of cubes, which is used for model information. But even so, that data can't possibly be the thing causing it to crash. Seems very far-fetched. So what I could do is have an array. Actually, I could give each letter the cube. If I gave each letter the cube, then that would be very easy to get to generate text, because you just have to return it and whatever else. I think I might do that. So character. This generates that. You know what? Even lazier. Let's just have private. No. Let's have getters and setters, I guess. Where is it? Just getters and setters. So I could have that. So change that to private. No, that's problem location. So I could just have it translate. Ugh. One thing after the other. Where's the renderer? I'm going back to the earlier parts of this playlist. I liked it better. Still can't see though. Alright. I guess what you could do, private generate. Then boom. That should now work. That should get the model of a single letter. But then I wouldn't be able to do font sizes. Alright, Ultima. I'll probably, if you're streaming tonight, I'll catch that stream probably. The size of the button, no. Change it back, change it back, change it back. Not doing that for now. Actually, ugh. Yeah, that's all changed. Great. I guess I could have the model hug the location as well. There's model. Model. Renderer. Oh, did I import the wrong thing? Yeah. Oops. Oh, wait. have a way to set the location of cubes. Cube. Location. There we go. So that should work as a set location for the cubes, which is good. I hate the way I made these cubes. Wish I could change it. But it doesn't really matter too much. So, do we need model? No. I don't think we need render anymore. So the character stores and keeps a model. But that still doesn't allow us to change the size. I guess what we could do is we could have it. We could have this. So whenever we get the model, we get it of a certain font size. That might work. Tell you what, before we go and balls everything up, let's quickly go and steal this, put in there. So if we do balls everything up, at least we have something which works. So, size-wise, I just want the cubes to times by whatever my value is for you. Is that it? Really? Wait, no, I'm thinking in my head. Oh, that is it. Bugger. That's simple. Alright, so back to the cube that is in. Enlarge. There we go. So that should enlarge our values. Sure, so I guess that's a good point. Enlarging points is quite easy. So if we do 4. So temp equals cube f dot. Nope. Level I. There we go. Beautiful. So that should work. That should allow me to set locations as well of cubes. Alright, that's what happens if I launch now. Does it still cry at me? Oh, it doesn't even cry at me. What is this? This is some rubbish. Swear to God, it's now suddenly fixed. So it's not fixed? What is going on? I haven't changed this, so thing is, everything partly works, which is what's got me worried. It's just the fact that the text doesn't render it there, which is confused me a lot. I need to check how many UPS I'm getting, because I'm not getting nearly as much as I would hope for, I bet. Still got efficiencies to work out, but inefficiencies to work out, rather. Get text that renders the text for each of the buttons. Oh. It generates it. That gets the text for each of the controllers, but what is going on? Oh, of course, numbers aren't in this. That's why it's not working. My font doesn't support numbers yet. That's why. But yeah, it's just suddenly fixed, yeah. Great. Cheers. Thanks. Much appreciated. Arsehole. There we go. That's nice. My font, yeah, my my font doesn't support numbers. What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with that. Fonts don't have to support numbers, right? Numbers are overrated. Alright, let's just bring this back to the Dark Age. And get rid of all the stuff that we don't need anymore. I don't care about the fact that Cube's got a few more things and the rendering stuff is all changed, because I'm probably going to change it anyway. But yeah, the font at the moment is... So I have no idea what was happening with those runtime stuff. I don't know, just Java decided it was going to cry for a bit. The font at the moment is just this little lovely string of this PNG thing. Because it just generates from this PNG a... Is this even... Yeah, it is on screen. It just generates cubes, tiny little 3D cube thingamadoodah-days, and I mean, it could be a whole lot more efficient, and I probably should try and make it a lot more efficient. It's just I haven't got around to doing anything like that yet, because efficiencies aren't really on the top of my list. $1,423 points. Nice. No, in this you don't score points. You score points. Because you can't read it off the screen because the text isn't there. So that... Ugh. I will go through here eventually and clean up everything. I swear I'll do it. Oh, what? No. You're not allowed to use... I've just noticed you're not allowed to use colons or exclamation marks. What do you think this is? Some font that's beyond the local alphabet? Gosh, no. I mean, your name at the moment is DSM. That's it. That's all that's in your name. Ultima's name is just Ultiman-erd. Ultiman-erd. My name is fine though. See, I this purposely created. Actually, I'm pretty sure my name's fine. Let's check. How can I check? Let's get rid of you. Let's put digital. Digital Quop. Digital Kua. I don't even know where that appears. There we go. Digital QR. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Looks beautiful. Everything's in caps. Yes. And that's because... I mean, go on. Look at this. I have... pixels that I have an 8x8 grid that I made this font in. When I say made, I mean partially stole and then edited afterwards. So that K still looks derpy as hell. I need to do something with that K. When I say partially stole, I'm pretty sure it was just... I think it may have even been Minecraft, the 3x3 fonts that you can make in-game using stairs and all that kind of stupid stuff. God, how do you make a realistic K? Yeah, that K doesn't look too bad. Can we give it a fatter... No, let's just go with that. K doesn't look too bad. Everything else is fine-ish. Alright, I think... if I want clarity in my font, it's better to use a large font size and a large divisor. So that's what I'm going to do. Where's prepare? Prepare. And I'll turn everything down at some point. Wait, what? Yeah, damn it. This controller has problems. This controller's D-pad is not a directional... Well, it is a directional pad, except it's a directional pad with all the diagonals as well. Meaning occasionally during setup, I press the diagonals accidentally. Yeah, there we go. The text is much clearer. Or much more refined. So then if I want to make it smaller, I just make the divisor smaller. Or larger. So it changes to 40. He says, this is... hoping it all works. Okay, I messed up that. But oh well. Don't use the right stick for anything. There we go, beautiful. Although it just looks so stupid. Like that. But if we go for a large font size and a small divisor, it looks even stupid. I think. Okay. Well, that hasn't got on any of that. I can't read any of that, though. All the S's just look like big blobs. Cannot tell what they are at all. Alright, let's go with that. You were 7.5, I think. Let's just change it to 7. 7 and 10, what does that look like? That's going to be larger than the font at the top. Looks pretty damn clear though, which is good. What was this before? $7.530. Yeah. 7.530 will do, I guess. No, it still looks stupid. What did I have? 1040. But the problem with having a high divisor is that the text gets more squished, or each character gets more squished together, so it's very hard to actually make it out. Or it gets progressively harder to make stuff out. Well, no, that's not actually that much harder. If anything, I'd say that's better. Well, actually, no, I don't know whether I'd say it's better. What program am I using? I am using... My IDE is Eclipse, and this is... I'm making a game in Java. Programming a game in Java. And basically everything you see before you... all bar the LW... Yeah, the library I'm using, I may as well point out, is LWJGL, which is just a OpenGL... It's just a library that has a lot of OpenGL stuff. It also has JInput, which is what I'm using at the moment for my gamepad support. And my gamepad API, I'm really proud of that API. And the only reason I am is because it was probably the cleanest implementation I've ever done of anything. Alright, is that better or worse? Wait, what is that font at? What are you at? You're 1030. And if I put you at 1030? If I put you at 1030, you're too large, I'd assume. Yeah. Alright, let's put it at 730 then. And I don't even know anymore in terms of the font what these values even do. The font is something very messy that I probably should clean up, because I was just doing it very late. Oh god, what have I done? That looks very messy and not very nice. Ugh. Alright. What did you have it before that? 7.5, 30. Oh yeah, 7.5 is minimum for 30. There are some values where it starts to get really messy. Let's put you at 8 then, I guess. Just a tad bit larger. I can't remember whether I was in the middle of a sentence or not. I got distracted. Beautiful. Although the Razor Nostromo can't actually be used. Can't actually be used. Or, well, I guess it could. It's just, it's not going to be used as a gamepad, because it's not a gamepad. I guess I could do offset as well. Although... I'm curious to see what this game would be like playing it with like 7 people or something stupid. How many can you fit on there? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe 8 controllers on that menu. So I do need to make it a little bit more diverse. God damn it. Squeaky chair. That I probably still need to get fixed. Or get a new. Actually, no, I like this chair. It's just I need to stop it from squeaking. Controller. Task, I guess. You need to be... I don't know what to put in there for now. And it can start at 120. And it will last for, let's say, 20 for now. Control the task. Oh dear, what happened? Exception. No pointer. Oh, it hasn't been initialized. Oops. Oopsie daisy. So now, yep, 2 test buttons. And those buttons are going to probably... They're going to be buttons to basically say create profile, or no, add, or edit. Depending on a few things. Wait. This is 6th. This is so messy. So messy. So edit will fit in. Add will definitely fit in. What about redo? Redo's better. Or delete. Delete would probably be better than... And oh, delete fits on perfectly. Nice. Though I will have to have... I don't have any sort of paragraph support, so I can't have text in paragraphs without having multiple buttons or anything like that. It's not the end of the world. To me, at least. Let's see, are you still laggy like hell because UPS has gone to crap, apparently? And the answer appeared to be yes. There we go. I don't know if it's just the frame rate just feeling jerky, or whether it is the UPS or everything, or what. I'm not too sure. Okay, I didn't think I'd fit down there. Yeah, I have the feeling it's the UPS. But I don't know. Because that there felt very jittery. I need to have a look into how to get the UPS to stay steady, or close to steady. Because I think at the moment it just basically sleeps for time difference. Yeah, it just sleeps until it's until a certain amount of time has passed. But it doesn't take into account the actually, well, no, I guess it does. I guess there's not really much more I can do to it thinking about it, because it basically checks to make sure that it would say at the very most I'm gonna get this amount of UPS, but I don't know about the very least. Toss for another day. Anyways, I could probably also recolor these at some point, but I don't know how to, and I can't be bothered to look it up at the moment, so... Actually, what happens if I invert this? Invert color. Oh god, it's a horrible cyan. Green, we need a green button. Green. Actually, I could probably be able to like that. There we go. Oh, you guys can't see. Hello? That's weird. Leave it there. It's not as if it's anything absolutely amazing, it's just inverting colours. But I don't know, maybe it is. Maybe it is absolutely amazing. Oops. And then boom. Boom. Let's put that there, and that's, yep. Nope. Do you prefer Java over C Sharp? I've never used C Sharp, although if I am correct in assuming Unity is programmed in C Sharp, then I will be using it very soon. And I guess from what I can say at the moment, I can understand why people don't like Java. And I have a feeling that I will just find something one day and just think, wow, okay, I have no idea why I use Java. Because Java, with it having to run off a virtual machine, has some clear inefficiencies. And although it's very compatible, I mean, there's hardly anything you have to do per operating system. You just have to basically you make a program for one, and you can chances are you can throw it over to the other one because the virtual machine or whatever, which is a clear benefit. But like I just said, there are some clear inefficiencies that I've picked up on, and I just ugh. I have a feeling I would be very happy to see Java go in place of something like C Sharp. Or C Sharp or C++. One of the two I'd expect. No idea why that Control F works really stupidly. Although, in saying that, I don't actually know. Eclipse as an IDE, rather, is really, really bloody nice. I really like using Eclipse because it has some really nice features. Actually, there was one thing that I've been told to do with Eclipse. It has a whatever it's called, theme. It has a theme called Dark. I'm gonna apply it for a second, but I can never get used to it. It's a nice theme. It's just I've programmed so much in the other one that I don't know. Oh, I guess you don't miss out on lines. Like occasionally when I'm browsing through, I will miss out on a few things and think, crap, I didn't pick up on that. So I guess this is overall better because you won't miss out on those things because it's a much higher contrast. I don't know whether it's better to work in it or not. I can't tell you that at all. It does remind me an awful lot of Sublime Text, though. I guess I'll work in it for a bit. Doesn't hurt. And then, if I get used to it, then I shall just not change back. And if I don't, then I guess I will just change back. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Always surprised at these programming streams. Why are there people jumping around on Twitch searching for programming streams? God damn it. What was I doing? Menus. Yeah, let's just change that. Just then. What's C? That's what C is. I guess that's fine. Oh my god. Whew. Task. I What? Oh, missed out a bracket. How did I learn Java? You know what, I can't deal with this. I'm changing back. Go back to Classic, please. Oh no, I went to the wrong Classic, didn't I? Did I? I don't know. Yeah. I learnt Java... Okay... No, what? I'm confused. No, okay, I need to name things. I learnt Java over the past year, basically. I had touched upon it very briefly. Very, very briefly. That's the thing. So I know people like it, it's just, I'm so used to using this theme, it's just difficult for me. If I were to start with the theme, I'm pretty sure I would find it fine. But if the fact that I'm switching theme mid-project, or you know, mid-sprint or anything like that, it doesn't help. What was I saying? How to learn Java? So basically, I'm in year 13 currently. We just started year 13, and when I was in about year 9, 10, no, year 10 or 11. When I was in year 10 or 11, I briefly touched on Java, because I was a bit interested in it, except I didn't really have the motivation or drive at the time to learn it, so I never really developed that far. But over the past year, well, this is just my personal story, much easier on your eyes. Well, no, I find this easy. I find this white screen easy on my eyes. I just find I don't know, I find the ridiculously high contrast. I understand why people can find it used to, it's just my eyes aren't used to it, so there you go. Basically, over the past year, because I developed quite rapidly in maths during year 10 and 11, as in I was predicted a B, predicted a B during GCSE, came out with an A star, and developed so rapidly that now I'm taking maths and further maths at A level. So my mind just sort of went a bit mad like that. And I realised in the past year there's some really cool things that I can do in maths and with programming, and of course because we had computing we had to learn a programming language, and I wanted to, it's just I didn't have the drive at the time. And I sort of learnt slowly and developed further and further, and by the end of last year I was working with OpenGL. So whether you can do it any faster, well, I guess you can if you buckle down and do it a lot harder, but yeah. I just developed slowly, faster, better, stronger. Although I'm surprised at how little time it took me to, or at least learn the basics of OpenGL. The OpenGL basics are really, really not that difficult at all. Interrupts, yeah. Gosh. What's wrong with you, TSM? I'm just going to purposely refuse to say the numbers after your name now. It's not gonna happen. Control. Let's just do that. And I guess I really like this song. Don't know why. I just like it a lot. Probably my favourite song in the playlist. There we go. So that works. Does it not? Yep, that works fine. Cool. So green button should be add, red be delete, or add profile, create profile, and then delete profile. How big do the buttons need to be in order to fit delete profile? Because I can guarantee you they're not going to fit on the buttons. I do need to fix that problem as well. That's my lazy problem. There's a lazy problem where I don't manage my threads correctly, so I shut down one thread and the other one sort of cries, "Wait a second, where's OpenGL gone? I need to use OpenGL." And I just think, no, you're not going to. I could make this smaller. 30. If I made it smaller, no, that's not the one I want to make smaller. You're the one I want to make smaller. Delete profile. Alright, that's pretty perfect. I could pin it down by a couple more. I want to see what it looks like at 45, and then just increase the length of the button. Yeah, looks alright, looks alright. It's pretty good. Is pretty good. Change that to 40. What does that look? I think I just said what does that look instead of how does that look. Oh bugger, I've messed up somewhere in my bindings. Oh, that's far too long. So I guess 30. There we go. Delete profile. And the alternative would of course be create profile. I guess what I could do is I could be even more inefficient and create two buttons for create and delete, and only display one of them at a time, depending on whether the profile has or doesn't exist. But then also, how do I assign it to players? This is just the gamepad setup at the moment, so it doesn't matter which player has control of which, I guess. Other things to do still. The green button, that's what I was going to have a look at. Oh, the green buttons look alright. Create profile. I could have a button that says assign. And then it'll just go through each player. Or just create a button in front of it. If that's even possible. Or correction, if that's even easily doable. Not possible. I think of the next best thing to do in order to get the controls all up and running and everything. Try to do something a bit nicer. I still don't like the way, oh god, yeah, the UPS struggling. It's definitely UPS, not FPS at all. And I think there's no good way of me solving that, but I could be wrong. I guess I could actually use the edit button. If I use the edit button, then I just change the entire menu based on the edit button. Which isn't too bad. Could do. But what I might do, because this class is going to get crowded very fast, so what I might do is make stages. And I guess I should explain. I have my own little thing here for rendering to the screen to make it basically look neater. Everything's made up in a stage, and which obvious by this here. It's just a class, an abstract class. I'll show you. All it is basically this here. There has to be something called prepare and something called update, and every frame it calls upon update, and prepare is well, it's just the initialization. So it's really rather easy to use. So I think what I was going to do is use a separate stage for each section in the main menu and do some stageception. I might just do that. Okay. So say gamepad setup stage. And it's just still, we just wrote over there, so we have so it's a little bit neater so we can actually see what's going on. So it's just this section here. Controller draw needs to go in update. This controller prepare needs to go in prepare. Font. I guess we should pass through the font as well so we know what font we're working with. Actually, yeah, I don't even need to store the font because I generate the text in setup anyway. That's fine. What are you waiting for? I'm implement methods. Prepare. What did I do? Oh yeah. That annoys me. I don't want to use prepare. That prepare at least. What are you looking for? Grey button. There you go. Nope. Actually, I don't even need to initialize it, do I? It's all static anyway. No, it's not all static. So I do. Well then. Dot. Yep, that works fine. So I can have sub-menus in this controller setup. Which is good. Why is this so messy? Damn it. These are just general buttons. I could combine general buttons with the thing, but I'm not going to because I'm stupid. What was I doing? I'm getting distracted by my own thoughts in my head. So that prepare is pointless. Well, just put the tea in the oven and notice that 18 eggs at the package and there are 4 portions. So it's half cook. Well, you could mash all of your nuggets up. If you have all your nuggets in a mash, then you can divide it into as many pieces as you so choose. Boom, 4 portions, done. That's the best way to cook nuggets, isn't it? Gosh, everybody mashes up their nuggets. Where's my mouse gone? I've lost my oh, there it is. I have a desk which has a little underbit or whatever. Can't chop in half right. Yeah, that's why I said mash. Gosh. Mash it up, man. But you could freeze the rest of the chicken nugget mash. That would I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just going to stick with it because why not? Whilst I stare at this and actually decide what I'm doing because I'm not paying attention, so I guess this is one of the main reasons why I probably shouldn't stream so much dev, which is good that I don't stream so much of it. Because I enjoy the conversations, it's just that in terms of how much work I get done, very little. Very, very little indeed. Oh, what did I just do? I may have just broken something. Well. No, it's fine. It's perfectly fine, probably. So I want it to... Actually, you know what, let's just have it at the moment so we... So go down here. And then I need to have something for managing the current task. What did I do here? Time has passed. I just used that same thing again, I guess. So if time's passed and actually it's probably, but then I need to change the last input. Let's just do that. Now I can steal it. Just at the public, didn't I? Public void public. Yeah, time passed. Oh, bugger. No, was it super? I can't use that. Arg! Unless I do that. I mean, this doesn't break things. No, it's fine. So, as a result of that, time passed, and keyboard dot is key down. Dot no, I don't want that. So if that's current task minus. Controller dot length. This one. Alright, how does this work now then? So that works, there we go. Although I feel like it should be inverted. Because the light... Oh, I see why it needs to be inverted. Because it shouldn't be like this. It should be like... Oh. Should be like that. Same for the red as well. Of course you are. There we go. What's it look like now? Oops. Perfect. Much better. Because I derped up and messed up what I was supposed to do. It should be like this, whereby it's a lighter on the selected button rather than it be the colours being sort of switched in terms of light. I do like the fact that it does have this sort of blending thing. So I have very simple, very, very stupid buttons that look quite nice. Like, or I think they do at least. Likes to judder occasionally. So next, I guess, create the profile. So creating the profile will, and then creating a profile has to bring up a screen that allows you to assign buttons to it, and then save the profile to a file. Well, actually have the ability to edit the profile as well. So you can edit the profile, and you'll be able to assign which player is actually using the profile. I'm gonna have to actually create numbers. I'm gonna have numbers of the font now. God damn it! Don't have a choice. Which is good anyway. I was gonna add numbers, just not now. I wasn't gonna do it now. So create the profile, and that will bring up a UI that will basically say input button A, input button B, input button C, input button D, blah 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 blah. And that will just loop until you've inputted all of the buttons that it needs. No, it's not a hooray for numbers. You don't need numbers. Numbers just make it dull, man. Gosh. Gold. It's not as if you actually need to be told any feedback. Actually, I could do it without numbers just to be stupid. I could just do what you did earlier. Just have player 1, O-N-E. Player 2, T-W-O. Player 3, T-H-R-E-E. Just spell out everything. Performance-wise, how does this handle after being... I need a test. I think when I finish streaming, I'm going to do a few tests just to get a standpoint for myself in terms of how it performs out of stream. And of course, there's, like I said, there are going to be some things which I must fix to increase the efficiency. And then I might leave the game running for a bit, because like this here, this is horrible. What is going on? I might leave the game running for a bit. Actually, to be fair, I think there is somewhere near 1,000 of these boxes being rendered, and I don't know whether there's any frustum culling. I don't think I've enabled any. So there are just 1,000 boxes being told to be rendered by the GPU, some of which aren't actually on the screen. This menu performs fine, if that's anything to go by. So I need to get a standpoint on performance for myself, and I'll leave it on to see how bad it was, because I know when I was using the newer pipeline, I kept creating VBOs and VAOs every frame, and I knew that I wasn't supposed to, but well, I didn't really want to fix it, considering there were other things I needed to do at the time, and there were other things I needed to fix at the time as well. So I didn't bother fixing any of that, and you would leave the game on for near around 5 minutes, and because of how many VAOs it made within those 5 minutes, because it would make one VAO for each frame, which is terrifying. Because of how many VAOs it made, it basically just lagged. Well, it took forever to close, and I assume performance would have got affected quite significantly. But it appears at the moment with this game, because basically all the data is, well, I'm not creating or adding to lists, as it were, each frame. I'm doing all the setup beforehand, and then once I've done all the setup, I can just call upon all the data because it's already downloaded. So it shouldn't be that bad, he says. He hopes. But I bloody bet you, this would be 100 times more efficient in the newer. I didn't know this window. Oh, did I crash this? No. Okay, that would just be very weird. But this would be 100 times more efficient than before. Oh, this is not mine. This is the older one. I was thinking, what is all this stuff? Then, God, say things from the start because I've already forgotten what I was going to say. I bet you it would be 100 times more efficient in the newer pipeline than the fixed function, but like I said, I don't really have a choice. Well, I do have a choice. It's just I do it and struggle an awful lot, or I do it in the newer one and struggle quite a lot due to lack of resources and the fact that I will be learning it at the same time, or I go with this, which I kind of already know. Granted, I probably don't know everything about it, but I kind of already know the majority of it. I know how to do almost everything, I think. I don't know. Well, obviously, otherwise I know how to do it. So, I don't think there's much more I need to learn about the fixed function pipeline. If there is, then I stand corrected, but yeah. So I'm thinking whether it will be better or worse. I think it might be nice to create something visual to use. Visual as in for the button assignment, to have like a gamepad that lights up on the screen which button you're supposed to click next. But that, well, that takes some work, to say the least. Yeah, I'm losing focus ridiculously at the moment. I think considering how much I'm losing focus and how quite hungry I am at the moment, I think I might call it an end for a stream for today. And I will almost certainly do more of this off screen and whatever else. I'll hopefully get the gamepad API, well, the visual, the front end of it all set up and done before next Saturday. Although there won't be a stream next Saturday because I will be busy with other things. But I guess in 2 weeks' time there will probably be one, and hopefully by that point there should be something which is starting to look like a game. That might be cool to play. Might be interesting to play, rather. So, I guess, just before I go, I'm going to leave you out on my favourite song from this playlist if I can find it. Is it this? I think it's this. Yeah, it is this. So yeah, I hope everybody who is here currently and everybody who has been here has enjoyed watching. And yeah, if you're interested in basically following development of this game or anything like that, I would recommend following the Twitch channel. I also have a YouTube link down below under the game development tab. If you subscribe to the channel, you probably wouldn't get much more, in honesty. It'd just be maybe occasionally you'd get a little video or something like that. I don't really know. I kind of stopped using that YouTube channel a little bit now. But yeah, other than that, I hope everybody's had a fun time watching the stream, interacting and all that kind of stuff. And I shall see you hopefully in 2 weeks' time.